All right, everybody, we are live, and I guess I couldn't keep this much of a surprise much longer. You saw what just hopped down there from the seat, and that is the surprise, everybody. Zoe, come here. Let me introduce the Coach Cruz family to Zoe, and she is 5 months old, uh, the 30th of this month. But this is little Zoe, and it was actually a former student athlete of mine. He was on Facebook, and he had some pups, available. Obviously, Zoe being one of them, and it was kind of early. We weren't quite ready, maybe, but it was a good situation. He was the former student, athlete of mine, trying to find good homes for, the pups. He actually, the father is his dog. And so, we'll be able to reunite them and things like that. So it seemed like a good situation. And then when we were going to go travel and things like that, it's they can hang out together and do those things. So yeah, she's we got some treats for her today, and she's we're gonna try to get her up on the chair. There we go. Come here, Zoe. Show everybody. So come here. Yeah. Oh, she's she's a little fidgety, but yeah. So here, come on. All right, we'll get her up there again. So I got some chicken jerky for some hot dogs, some apple bites, everything. So yeah, and Cheryl, I just see your post right there. At first, I was gonna go with Zoey, but then I've been watching this show called Lioness. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a few of you have seen that show on Paramount Plus. It is like the best show I've seen in a long time. It's called Lioness on Paramount Plus. And Zoe Saldana is like the main character in that particular series, and her name is spelled Zoe. So I decided, you know what, we're going to go with Zoe. We're going to get rid of that Y, and so we went with just Zoe. But now that the big surprise, you're the big surprise. Now that the big surprise is out of the way, let me say hi to everybody. And we had people checking in. Obviously, everybody wanted to find out what the big surprise was, and you found out. We still miss our Sadie girl dearly, and I mean, I still get misty eyed sometimes just thinking about her. But Zoe is been very, very loving, very affectionate. She's a smart little girl too. I tell you what, it's one of the smartest pups I've been around. She's learning tricks and things like that really quickly. I see some super chats coming in. I appreciate that. But let me go all the way back. I'm going to go all the way back to the top and work my way down. Justin was the first to check in today, followed shortly by Mike. Then we had Seg. Joseph's a first timer here. Welcome to the show, Joseph. And Joseph's my middle name. That could be a question, on a future Coach Cruz. So jot that down in your notes, everybody. And yes, welcome. Seg was welcoming you. And let's see, Tim's our admin on the Facebook, him along with Mike Anthony. What's going on, Tim, my friend? And we got there, speaking of Mike Anthony, there he is right there. We got Trisha and Bert are here. Christy Curry is back. Good to see you on the show again, Christy. It's been a while. Yes, it has. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking the same thing when I saw your name. But great to have you back. We got Will G here again. Great to see you, Will. And Yoli is here. Let's say hi to Yoli. And well, I'm not going to say what Yoli did, but she kind of cheated on the surprise. So yeah. I won't go into too much detail, but she kind of cheated. Let's see. Jen is here. Good to see you again, Jen. We got Eric from North Shore Travelers. He just got a high-priced item, some tech to make his videos even better, a nice drone. So I know he's pumped about that. We got Bless Nettie back here. And let's see. Yoli. Yeah, Zoe. You should have sweet Zoe. get that up there. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for that. Tony G is here from the Celebrity Solstice in Skagway. Oh, he's up in Alaska. Have a great rest of your cruise up there, Tony. I'm glad to see the Wi-Fi is working well, that you're able to get this show in here. We got Chris Kakins 135 here. He's only 25 days until the ABCs. And look at that. North Shore Travelers got us started off with the super chats. And that is a great segue, because for those of you that don't know, I know Joseph Gibson is new to the show. When we had our beloved Sadie, anybody that gave a $10 super chat would get a treat for Sadie. So we're not going to deprive Zoe of that treat. So what I have here, let's dig into our tricks. Now, she's a pup, so we're not going to give her a full hot dog, but we will give her about 1/3 of a hot dog, maybe a little bit more than a third. So come on, Zoe. Come on up here. Up here. We just trained her to jump up on this chair just yesterday for the big event, for the big surprise. So, yeah, she doesn't know how to do high five yet or anything, but I think you can see Eric, she appreciates that hot dog very much. We got Cajun Country Travels here. What's going on, Cheryl? Thank you for that. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for reminding everybody. Embarkation Nation's here. And look at that. We got Yoli with the 15. And North Shore Travelers, let me tell you what you are here. You're 21 through 30. And then we got Yoli, who did a $15 super chat, which conveniently takes me to the next thing. So Yoli, you are 31 through 45. And for those new people, anybody that does a $15 super chat buys me a shot. So I still have about half a bottle of Buffalo Trace here. So thank you for that, Yoli. And I see Christy. Christy's got the next treat ready for little Zoe. And we will get to your treat in just a second as soon as I have mine. And really, she gets two treats, because a $15 gets Zoe a treat and me a treat. All right. So we have these little apple chicken and apple things that she's very fond of. So there you go. That one is from Yoli. And then for the next treat, this is like chicken jerky. So we're going to break one of these in half because they're pretty tough. It'll take her a minute to chew this up. There you go. Or maybe not a minute. She seems to be handling it just well. All right. An Embarkation Nation. Let's see. Yoli, I got Mark. Okay, Christy. Let me mark yours down. And so, Christy, you are 46 through 55. And then Embarkation Nation, you are 56 through 60. And we are moving right along here. It looks like we will get, and look at that. Trisha kept us rolling here. So Trisha, you are 61 through 65. And thank you for that. Thank you, everybody, for those super chats. Appreciate it very much. Oh, look at that. We got Brett. Brett met Brett on the last cruise we were on, which was the Carnival Magic. Good to see you, Brett. Katina, what's going on, Katina? Ben is here. Good to see you again, Ben. Christy is only, let's see, Jen is 67 days away from the celebration. And Jen, you're going to be on just before me, Jen. I'm going Thanksgiving, so I'll get a report from you. And yes, Lee Mason will be on the ship he's going to be on the ship when I'm there. And for those of you that didn't know, you don't follow my Facebook page, or you don't follow Lee Mason's, Lee Mason is now engaged. So congratulations to Lee Mason, his beautiful new soon bride-to-be, Geraldine. She is lovely, and they are like, I swear, like the perfect couple. They look like a Hallmark photo or something. But yeah, they're great. Justin, let's see. What do you say? Oh, Justin, yeah. You know what? She passed. I mean, I don't want to get into that right now. It'll depress me. But yeah, it was she passed. Let's see. Jen, celebrating your 50th. Well, congratulations on that. Happy birthday. Look at that. We got Bruce here from Ocean to Ocean Travel, who once again follows me. So at 9 o'clock, and you're getting ready, aren't you? Did you see Tim give you that super chat? Is that why you hopped up there right now? Okay. So Tim just did a $10 super chat, Tim G. So let's see here. Let's get Tim up here. And Tim, that makes you 66 through 75. And we are already only 25 away. Oh, okay. Tim says it was supposed to be 20. He jumped in right away. So that's actually 66 through 85 now. 66 through 85. So you get some chicken jerky and I get a shot. That's what I get. So thank you, sir, for that. Charlene Hawkins is here, 5 days away from her cruise on the breeze. Just 5 days. Oh, you can just taste it being only 5 days away. I love when I get within a week of that cruise. Tim, sir, thank you. And thankfully, I'm live right now because I started to come in here when the Cubs were winning 4-3. And I just got an update on my phone that they're losing 7-4. So that's good that I wasn't watching that live. I might have said a couple swear words or something. We have Tammy Shore here. All right, I think I'm finally caught up with everybody, and the super chats have been awesome. I'm almost certain we'll give away a shirt today because we're already at 85. So we only need 15 more, and we'll be giving away a shirt. So anybody new that doesn't know how the super chat thing works, I have the new style of Coach Cruz shirt on. But my traditional Coach Cruz, you know what? Let me just pull one down for you. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I do have shorts on, no boxers. Look at that. And Brett got us there. But this is our traditional shirt. We have these in like 4 different colors. We have blue, we have yellow, we have lime, we have purple, and we have black in, let's see, we have black in size large. We have it in size 3X. I think that's about it for the black. But those are the traditional ones. And look at that, Brett. Y'all are going to get me slurring my words. You know what? I just kind of did right there. All right. Let's see. So we got Brett. And he gets us to the magic 100. He is 86 through 100. All right. So let me run down all of the numbers. Go Tigers. I thought you were a Reds fan, Tim. What's going on here? Oh, you're trying to get the Reds to catch up. I got you. All right. So Joanne P is 1 and 2. Rick Wade is 3 through 7. Eddie Lugo is 8 through 10. Ocean to Ocean is 11 through 20. Eric from North Shore Travels is 21 through 30. Yoli is 31 through 45. Christy Curry is 46 through 55. Embarkation Nation is 56 through 60. Trisha is 61 through 65. Tim G is 66 through 85. And Brett is 86 through 100. So if you do even a $1 super chat, you get assigned a number. And if I call that particular number, then you win the shirt. So people have won with $2 and $3 super chats, and people have won with obviously much bigger super chats because they have a higher percentage chance to win. So what I do is I will say, hey, Siri, and I haven't hit the button yet, but I'll say, hey, Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. And then she just pops out a number. And whatever that number is, if it corresponds to your number, you win the shirt, and I send you a shirt. And I have 4 shirts out on the dining room table that I have packed up, and I got to take them to the post office. So I'm going to add 1 more shirt to those 4 right now. Hey, Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. Okay, the thing is spinning. Nothing happened. See, nothing happened. Let me try that again. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. There we go. And you know what? I think last week it was a high number too. So look at that. Brett, one of his first times on the show, with that final, oh yeah, Brett, I owe you a shot, don't I? And Brett, I owe you a shot, and I owe you a shirt. I owe you a shot and a shirt. So thank you for that, Brett. And look at that. How about beginner's luck, huh? One of the first times on the show, and Brett wins a shirt. So, Brett, what you need to do is message me, Brad Dowling, on Messenger, on Facebook. And yeah, it was 99, right, Sean? It was 99. And then Brett's going to hold me to my shot here. I got to do my shot. Let's see. Did I give Zoe her treat? I think I did. I'm telling you, you all got the shots coming tonight. So, Brett, thank you. All right. So, any super chat from here on goes, it always carries over. So, if somebody does another super chat now, even if we don't get to 100 this show, it will carry on. So, for example, I think, yeah, it was Eric from North Shore Travelers today that started us off, but he started off being numbers 21 through 30. That's because we had $20 in super chats from the week before. So it always carries over. Tammy, I am drinking Buffalo Trace. And I am also drinking, when there aren't shots coming my way, I'm also drinking, this is Coke Zero and Jim Beam. That's what I'm drinking. I haven't had much of a chance because you all have been keeping the shots coming. So I haven't had much of a chance to drink that. All right. So a bunch of people are congratulating Brett. Very good sports, all of you. I did do that shot, Brett, and thank you again for that. So I got to get past all these congratulations. You all are just very cheerful. And all right, look at that, Rick. And Rick, you were in the drawing, but I appreciate you starting off the next drawing. Look at that. Rick Wade gets us numbers 1 through 5 right out of the gates. Maybe we can do a second shirt tonight. That would be awesome. He's saying good evening from Galveston. The Jubilee is going to be coming that way. We got rain today. Awesome. You know what, Rick? I'm going to tell you what we got coming here in Chicago. We got 100, I think it was 106 or 100. I think maybe it's 106 heat index tomorrow and 115 on Thursday. It's one of those, but it's kind of crazy. So that heat that you all Southerners were getting for the past month or whatever, it's made its way up here for at least 2 days. Come on. Trying to get Zoe up here so you all can see her again. Come here. Come on. Good girl. There you go. Sit there for a while. Let everybody look at you. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Brett. Tammy's doing tequila. What type of tequila you got there, Tammy? Just curious. And I need to put, I'm trying to make the Alchemy Bar a thing on, for a drink. Okay. There used to be this drink it was called like the Tropical Fiery Passionate Martini or something like that. And basically it was 2 ounces of Patron, 1 ounce of Patron citronage, 1 ounce of lime juice, and 1 ounce of spicy mango syrup by Monin. This Monin makes really good syrups. All right. Now, I've kind of did a slight variation because I don't like as much lime and I don't like as much syrup in mine. So same thing, except now they don't have Patron citronage at the Alchemy Bar. So they use triple sec. So it's 2 ounces Patron, 1 ounce triple sec, 3/4 ounce lime juice, and 3/4 ounce spicy mango. And I'm calling that the Coach Cruiser. So for those of you that like tequila out there, remember that recipe. And you could message me if I just said that too fast, and I will send it to you. And I want, if we could make this a thing, this would be awesome. Like we go to any Alchemy Bar, any ship, and they say, I want a Coach Cruiser. And they know what to do, because so many new alchemists don't know how to make that drink. It was on an old menu several years ago. And there's so many new alchemists now that many of them don't know how to do it. So I was on the Carnival Magic and they didn't know how to make it. I had to explain to them how to make this drink. So now I'm thinking like, so then they're like, okay, we're just going to call this the Coach Cruiser. And I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. I love that idea. So yeah, let's try to do that. So anybody that likes tequila, that's going to the Alchemy Bar on a Carnival ship. Let's make the Coach Cruiser a thing, an actual drink at the Alchemy Bar. Jen, yes, I like that thinking, and we're going to put that up on the screen. All right. Dirty Diana does. That's funny. Okay. I got some would you rathers. I always like to do these. It seems like all of you like to do these as well. So let me start off with this. Okay. Now, let me start off by saying Anita is not a fan of the inside cabin. It doesn't bother me. For me, if I'm on a cruise, I don't care. I'll take an inside cabin. I'll take an ocean view. I mean, I like a balcony, don't get me wrong, but it's not something I have to have to, make my cruise experience great. So here's your choices. $500 for an inside cabin, $500, $500 when you're going on a cruise, inside cabin. Or you can pay $1,000 for an ocean view. So you get a nice big window, the daylight, you got light coming in, you can, nice views, things like that. Ocean view. $1,500 for a balcony or $2,000 for a suite. Zoe's down here crawling around the wires. I'm afraid she's going to knock this computer off. Zoe, come here. So those are your choices. What are you going to spend your money on? $500 on an ocean view. $1,000 on, $500 for an interior inside cabin. $1,000 for an ocean view. $1,500 for a balcony, or $2,000 for a suite. All right. So Yoli's paying that $1,500. Tim's saving $1,000. And what are you buying with that $1,000, Tim? Are you buying a Cheers package with your savings? What are you buying? Ken is taking that $500 deal. Cheryl, look at that. Cheryl's the inside cabin. Yeah, I think Cheryl and Tim are going to get the Cheers package with their savings. I think that's what they're going to do. Z is taking the inside too. Mike is taking the ocean view. He's going to pay $500, but he's going to have a view. So he's going somewhere nice that he wants to look out the window, enjoy that look. Jen is saying inside and go to the casino more. There you go. Tammy inside. Seg wants the balcony. Extra $1,000 over the inside, but you got those views. You can sit out and enjoy your balcony, especially if you're in the Caribbean, or even more so if you're in Alaska and you see all those great views there. Okay, Bill is taking that interior, saving that money. I hear you on that one. Christy says my casino deal is for a free balcony. Okay, yeah, Christy gets all the hookups on those great casino deals. I mean, she gets some crazy, crazy great deals. I'm not kidding. I've heard of a few of those deals. Eric, I would try an inside at that price if it means I can cruise more often. Yep, I agree with that, Eric. I think I'm more in line with your thinking. Shane says, oh, no worries, Shane. I'm just glad you're here. Joseph says $1,500, which is the balcony. So Joseph is taking the balcony. Tim is going to use the money to play in the casino, not necessarily the cruise package. But if he wins enough money in the casino, they might give him free drinks. Trisha's taking the inside. Rick is going for the suite. There you go. Rick's the high roller. He's going for the suite. First suite action we've had. Michael's saying balcony and Cheers. So let's see. Michael for a 7-day cruise. Let's see if that balcony is costing you $1,500. You're dropping at least $2,500 for. So okay, this is a good. We got a lot of split votes here. So this is good. Brett says insure and more money for excursions and booths. Oh, inside. I think you're trying to say inside. The spell check thing or whatever. Jen, I'm with you, Tim. Yep. Brett inside, Ben interior, and the steakhouse. So Ben's gonna get some good food at the steakhouse. And Jen's saying 100% at Eric, and Justin's high rolling. He's going for that $2,000 suite. All right. Well, we got a lot of interaction on that one. I like it. All right. This next one. Let me take a drink. I'm going to get a drink of my Coke Zero and see, here's the thing. I've been doing this lately. I've been bringing, look how much that's like a 2+ shotter. What I do, but the thing is, I haven't had time to drink this, so I can't even ask anybody to do it. I bring my can of Coke Zero, and when I have enough time to drink my Coke, but you all been giving me so many shots here, I haven't had time to drink this. Then I let somebody get the 2+ shotter for a $15 super chat. Katina says I'm claustrophobic, so I would have to do a window view and pay the extra. So she's got to spend an extra $500. And Zoe's getting anxious here, so we're going to give her a little bite of hot dog to hold her off. There you go. Yeah, Mike, I agree. Look at that. Let's put that on the screen. I think she's learning. Look, she's doing her best Sadie impression right now, and she just put her paw on my leg. Like, come on, let's get some more treats going here. So she's learning. She's learning real quick. Jen's got some Moscato. Cheers. Okay, here's your next super chat, and this one's gonna be tough for those of you, especially that have been to these ports, and those of you that haven't. You might have been to a couple of these ports, or you might have heard about these ports and really, really wanted to go. So here's your choice. You only get to pick one, unless you pick other. And then if you pick other on this one, then you got to tell us which other you're picking. And we're talking about Caribbean here, Caribbean destinations. So you get your choice here. St. Thomas, Cozumel, Grand Turk, St. Martin, or other. Those are your 5 choices. If you pick other, you got to list what port that you would choose over those other 4 that I mentioned. So the 4, and those are 4 of my favorites: St. Thomas, Cozumel, Grand Turk, and St. Martin. If you pick other, list which other it's going to be. All right. So the first answer was from Yoli. She said Grand Turk. Rick says St. Thomas. And hold on, well, they're coming fast now. Wow, a bunch of you just popped on there all of a sudden. I got to scroll back up just to see it. Rick had St. Thomas, and then Shane right behind St. Thomas. So look, 2 for Grand Turk, 2 for St. Thomas. Then Cheryl comes in with Grand Turk, so 3-2. Grand Cayman. Okay, that's a great other answer. Christy, St. Thomas said, ooh, St. Thomas and Grand Turk. There's the St. Martin from Mike. St. Thomas, Grand Turk, I think St. Thomas might win this. I think St. Thomas. Other, Michael Allen, St. Kitts, and Grand Cayman. Okay, so Grand Cayman has had 2 write-in votes along with the St. Kitts. Jen, here comes Grand Turk, trying to even the score a little bit. Tammy, St. Thomas, Banana Daiquiri, Charlene, St. Thomas. Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome to the show. Hey, we're just happy you're here. No worries. Let's see. Trisha, Grand Turk. The Grand Turk came back, and Mandy is here now. Good to see you again, Mandy. Joseph, only been to 1 Cozumel, but I would pick other and add Grand Cayman, I believe is what you're trying to say there. And then Mike, you know what? I mean, a lot of St. Thomas, a lot of Grand Turk. I mean, and you know what? I love that answer there by T-Boat on the go. He said other Bonaire. I'm a big fan of Bonaire, and Curacao is a great port as well. So great other answer there. Yeah, and Mike, you know what? I'm with you. St. Martin should have got more votes. I mean, there's beautiful water down there. But yeah, let's see. Tim says we aren't going to St. Thomas or St. Martin yet. Oh, well, you know, St. Thomas, Megan's Bay, and then they got so many other beautiful beaches. Have you ever cruised? Yes. As a matter of fact, YK Amelia, Kindle Fire, believe it or not. Oh, wait. Clicked on the wrong. Kindle Fire was like my choice to win the celebration. That's before that's before I even met Lee. Lee and I are good friends now. I don't want to say good friends, but we're solid friends. We have a solid friendship. We communicate via Messenger and things like that. But before I even met Lee, I had predicted that Kindle Fire was going to win the cruise director and be the inaugural cruise director of the celebration. And of course, that went to Lee Mason. And Lee had actually typed in. That's the first time I ever heard from Lee. You know, I forget what he said exactly, but he kind of chimed in on my video that I made, of my predictions and who I thought were the front runners to win the celebration and things like that. And I mean, I just thought it was so cool that he was paying attention to social media and things like that, and like looking at this kind of stuff. Obviously, many of you know he has his own YouTube channel now. As I said earlier in the show, I mean, very, very exciting times for him. He just got engaged. I mean, just got engaged in the past week to his beautiful girlfriend, Geraldine. So you got me slurring my words. See what y'all did? Geraldine, who is a performer with Carnival Cruise Lines on the Playlist Productions. She was performing on the Carnival celebration. Now, the thing that kind of, hurts me, and I know it hurts Lee, and I know it hurts Geraldine just as much, but they're going to be separated. They're going to be separated. They just got engaged, and they're going to be separated when they go back to work. If I'm correct, Geraldine is going to the Sunrise, Carnival Sunrise, and she'll be performing with the Playlist cast there. And obviously, Lee is the cruise director of the Carnival celebration. So, I mean, they just got engaged. That's one of the bad things, potentially. I mean, Carnival does a great job of putting couples together and putting married couples together if they both work in the cruise line. Anna Maria and her husband, for those of you that know who Anna Maria is, she's probably the most famous alchemist of females, that works at the Alchemy Bar. But her husband and her have been tag teaming and working on the same ship for forever. He usually works somewhere like the Skybox or something like that, while she's always in the Alchemy Bar. But yeah, it just, it's one of those long distance relationship. Hopefully they share several ports where, when the Sunrise is in port, hopefully the celebration is, and they can kind of get together there. But yeah, it's a little disappointing that they just got engaged and they can't spend more time together. So, Tricia says the ABCs, Justin, others. Yeah, Jen, I think, you know what? I mean, I would bet a mortgage payment that Kendall is going to get the Jubilee. I don't think you have to worry too much. Rick says, I love St. Martin too, but St. Thomas more. Yes. Jen, thank you for that. Your video with him was great. I have several videos with Lee, several behind the scenes, and I'm going to release a full video, like a full 43 minutes, an entire day with Lee. It's coming out next month. It's basically the compilation of all the videos I did. So it's not a lot of new material, but Carnival Cruise Addicts. People keep asking me what I'm drinking. Well, people keep buying me shots of Buffalo Trace for every $15 super chat. I think that was above this like thing here before this show started, but people have bought me, several kind people out there bought me a few shots. So Buffalo Trace, and then this glass, I have 2 ounces of Jim Beam and Coke Zero. That's what we're doing there. All right, Joanna's here. Good to have you, Joanne, here, and love Cozumel because of Paradise Beach. I love Cozumel because I have a friend that's there. I love, what is it, El Cielo? El Cielo is this natural sandbar in the middle of the ocean. Stingrays are swimming by. I mean, I call it the world's most beautiful tailgate. There's like 50 boats that'll park there. You can take an excursion there. Sometimes it's not always through Carnival, but I think recently they've added that as an excursion where you get to go to El Cielo along with a couple snorkel stops. So for those of you going to Cozumel, check out El Cielo. Do something different besides just the Mr. Sancho's and stuff like that. Carnival Cruise Addicts. I like your style. Let me write that down. Carnival Cruise Addicts. And I think a lot of us are Carnival Cruise Addicts, aren't we? So Carnival Cruise Addicts, you are numbers 6 through 20. And we got to do a shot. And Zoe, guess what that means? That means they got you a treat also. So how about we give you your treat? And I'll do my shot here. So I'm pouring my shot. Thank you for that. Okay. So Carnival Cruise Addicts, you choose the treat. So we are giving her chicken jerky or this apple chicken thing, or or like about a third of a hot dog. So pick your treat for Sadie. I should have asked everybody else to pick their treat as well. But you go ahead and pick that treat, and I'll do my shot. All right, Zoe, come on up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. She doesn't see a treat. So I got to bribe her to get up here. Let's see. Hot dog all the way. Okay. So watch her get up on the chair now. See, she doesn't work for nothing. She's one of these divas. She wouldn't hop up here a second ago when I asked her to do it with no hot dog in my hand. But look how fast she jumped up here. A shake. 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 We were trying to teach her to shake yesterday. She was doing it. Shake. 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 There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Not even 5 months old. She's doing her sits. She's doing her stays, comes. She can lay down. She's a pretty smart pup. Pretty smart pup. Joanne hot dogs, love them. Yes. And Zoe girl loves them too. And those are all beef hot dogs. We didn't skimp on her. All right, so Mike loves Mr. Sancho's, and yes, that's an awesome place. I know a lot of people are big fans of Paradise Beach as well. Let's see, Rick has picked up a bottle of Captain Morgan Black Spice rum in Roatan last month. Love it. Yeah, that sounds good too. That'll go good with some Coke or just by itself. Yes, Joanne, we are over 5,000. We hit 5,000 on the show last week. Thanks to all of you that are already subscribed. And if there's anybody that's not subscribed out there, we would love if you hit that subscribe button tonight. And for anybody that hasn't hit the like button, Jen reminded everybody to hit that like button earlier. So if you could do what Jen said and hit that like button if you haven't done it already, that would be awesome. Awesome. Joanne, and everybody's agreeing with the hot dogs. Yeah, Mike, good job. Zoe, and yeah, she's pretty smart. Honestly, she is for a pup that's not even 5 months old. She's already potty trained and everything. She's only had since we brought her home, we've only had her for about a week now. And she's only had like a couple accidents the whole week. And then otherwise she's been perfectly potty trained. We got a little dog door. She's already figured out how to go in and out of that. So yeah, she's all good. All right, I'm going to give you another would you rather. Would you rather snorkel excursion, just chill at the beach, like Grand Turk, I told you, I like to just go to Grand Turk. I like to get a couple chairs. I like to get a bucket of beer or two, big shady umbrella, take some dips in the ocean, drink the beer, take the beer into the ocean, and drink it. Those are always good times. So snorkel, and then snorkel, you get to drink usually, hopefully it's not that really bad rum punch, but hopefully it's the good rum punch or other drinks. So snorkel, beach, fish. For those of you that like fish, like a fishing charter, what I'm talking about, that is a fun experience. Usually that's a pricey one. So that might be a choice for some of you all. So snorkel, go to the beach, fishing charter, a tour of your choice, wherever the tour may go, or zip lining. Those are your 5 choices. Now, some of you were starting to answer. You're antsy before I even got through everything. So if you want to change your answer, go ahead. Justin loves Carnival. Yeah, I think most of us here are Carnival fans. Kevin B is here. Yes, Kevin B, that is the surprise. And thank you. Jen, let's see. Chill at the beach, Tim says. Will says snorkeling. Jen is a beach person. Yoli is a beach person. Look at that. Christy's a beach person. A lot of beach people. We got a lot of beach people. That's fine. I like chilling at the beach too. Kevin's a beach person. And he's watched Jaws. He's not trying to get eaten. And maybe you watch Shark Week too. That'll get you to stay on the beach as well. But you know what, Kevin? Unless you're just going to stay in that lounger, they got sharks that swim up close too. So you got to be careful there. Joanne, chill at the beach. Trisha, chill at the beach. Mike, beach and snorkeling. He's cheating there a little bit. Mandy, a lot of beach people. I didn't realize we would have all these beach people. I'm surprised nobody. I thought we had a few fishermen in here. I really did. I mean, I give you a fishing charter to choose. I mean, we've paid good money. Anita and I had to go on a couple fishing charters. So I thought for sure, and we're not even fishing people. We're not. I mean, it was just a really cool experience. I really thought we would get some fishing charter answers, but nobody has said fishing. Everybody's just taking the free option or the cheap option. Look at that. Joanne, thank you so much for that. Joanne Paleo, and you are 21 through 30. You know what that means, Zoe? That means you get another treat. So, Joanne, I'll give you the same option. Let me find a chicken strip, chicken jerky. So, chicken jerky, this thing is like an apple and chicken thing that she really likes, and then a hot dog. So, you choose the treat, Joanne. We will wait for that. Come on. Come on. You don't get all three of them. You get whichever one Joanne picks for you. So when Joanne picks one, so you get the apple and the chicken jerky, or the hot dog. Joanne, it is your choice. Zoe is highly anticipating your decision. All right. Mandy, I bring my own goggles and snorkel myself in Grand Turk. Yeah, Mandy, that is a great idea, and it doesn't take up much space. Give her chicken jerky this time. So that's what you're getting. You're getting chicken jerky. Look at that. You ready for that? Can we get it? Can we get a shake? Can we get a shake? Shake. Shake. Come on. You learned this. Shake. Shake. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Yeah, Mandy, we do that a lot too. We bring the snorkel mask and our snorkel. I don't bring the fins because those take up too much room. But yeah, we definitely do that. That's a great idea. The other thing is, if I go on a snorkeling excursion, I mean, they give you masks and stuff, but I have like a very large head, so I need a bigger mask. So yeah, that helps me out instead of wearing their little flimsy mask and their little cheap snorkels. Sometimes the snorkels are so cheap they actually tell you to keep them. That's how cheap they are. Let's see. Tammy, Margaritaville is crowded, but we love it. And I'm assuming you're talking about Grand Turk. You know what? Hey, you know what? Whatever you have the most fun with. See, for me, I love the beach. I love the beach in Grand Turk because the water is beautiful. And then you can get buckets of beer, but if beer is not your thing, but I know Margaritaville is a party. They have a party going on. So I get that too. It's all good. Wherever you have the most fun, that's the whole point of doing your cruise and having your fun and everything. So I gave her a little extra chicken jerky there for you, Joanne. So you got a little bonus. Okay, so snorkeling. I've never done snorkeling before. Well, Justin, you got to get out there and do it. Jason, you know what, Jason, you're here. That's all that matters. Carnival Cruise Addicts Flow Rider was not working last time we went to Grand Turk last month. And you know what? We were there about the same time, Carnival Cruise Addicts, because I did a little tour and it sure looked like, I mean, it was when we were about to get back on the boat, but it sure looked like the Flow Rider wasn't operational, looked pretty dry. Jen says Grand Turk daughter was just there last week on the sunrise. I was jealous. Yes. All right. I have another would you rather for you. Okay. I think I know what the answer. I'm guessing the answer for this is going to be 3 out of 4 one way, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Would you rather have a free Cheers package or free specialty dining the entire cruise? Like anything that they charge for, you get it for free food. So when you go to the Java Cafe or the coffee house, and you see those fancy donuts and fancy cupcakes and chocolate covered strawberries and all that other stuff, free. You go to the steakhouse, free. You go to Cucina, free. At the ships that have Guy's Pig and Anchor, and you can order rib and prime rib and everything, free. Or you can get the Cheers package free. Which are you choosing? Cheers or unlimited free food? Unlimited free food that you would normally have to pay for. And we're talking about any free food. Sushi, free. Unlimited. Unlimited sushi, unlimited steak, unlimited lobster, free over the Cheers. See, I'm trying to even out the Cheers because I know you all are picking Cheers. I just know it. I'm trying to like even out the odds a little bit, and it's not working. You all are still picking Cheers. I knew you were going to do that. I knew it was going to be 3 out of 4. Dang it. And I would do the same thing. That's the thing. But I was trying to get people to pick food, and you all wouldn't do it. All right. So look at that. Yoli Cheers. That's 1. Jen, 2. Fireball Steve. Look at that. Fireball Steve is here. Better late than never. That's 3. Ken is 4. Mandy is 5. Mandy and her friend, they were drinking something in the piano bar when I met them. And it was like some blue thing or whatever. But it was basically a Long Island that was blue. But yeah, that's what they were drinking. Charlene, cheers. Okay, we got one. Yay, Blessed Eddie. Specialty dining. I'm going to put that on the screen, Blessed Eddie, just because you're different. You're trying to step outside the box. So you're going to go on the screen for that. Ali says cheers. Tricia says cheers. Shane, not just cheers, defiantly cheers. Will, oh, look at that. We got another one. There's Will with free specialty dining. He's like, give me that free lobster every night. Give me that free steak every night. Give me those free donuts and cupcakes and fancy cakes in the cafe. Give me those free sushi rolls. Michael says cheers. Jason, cheers. Tammy, cheers. The Naughty Cruiser is here. Hey, hope we're all having a great night, and thank you for that, Naughty Cruiser. Warm Strong Adventures. Look at that. We got 3. We got 3 for and Rick. Rick says specialty dining. I'm Diamond Plus with Royal and already getting 5 free drinks a day. Well, that makes it simple. I can understand that. North Shore Travelers, cheers. Cheryl, food. There we go. Cheryl's going with the food as well. And see, the thing is, everybody, I know I'm putting the food up on the screen, but I knew all of you were going to pick cheers because, you know, you're all encouraging the alcohol content. So I was just trying to even out the odds a little bit. Joseph says, cheers. Of course. You act like you haven't eaten in 2 days. Relax. Somebody will get you another treat. Don't worry about it. Tim is going with the food as well. But I know Tim and Cheryl have done the cheers package, so that's interesting to me. Sean says cheers. Will, especially if I was an XL class ship. Kevin, good evening. Oh, no worries, Tex. Glad you're here. Joanne says cheers because it costs more than most of the special dining. And that's a great point, Joanne. That is a great point. T-Boat on the go, cheers. Tex, cheers. Fireballer saying hi to Fireball Steve. And I'm not drinking Fireball tonight. Mandy, the Blue Note. There it is. That's what you guys were drinking. I forgot your friend's name. It's probably because I've been drinking a lot of shots tonight, Mandy. What was your friend's name again? I know she got T-shirts. And look at that. My sister is here, everybody. I'm going to put her on the screen. Wendy Stephan is my sister, for those of you that don't know. And, yeah, Wendy's a big fan. Wendy's probably more of a dog lover than me, if you can believe that. And I know not a lot of people can believe that because I know how much all love dogs. But yeah, she's probably even a bigger dog lover than I am. So I got a couple more would you rathers. This is an easy one. I don't know how this one's going to go, but let me take a drink here. Real quick, I just want to make sure that I did not forget to write down anybody's super chat. I'm going to scroll up. Joanne. Okay, good. Joanne was the last super chat because you all, I got to thank you all again. All the super chats. Thank you all. Carnival Cruise. Okay. All right. The last 2 super chats. I just wanted to make sure that I had the the last two down because I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see. That's a good bingo. Ooh, I like that name. Just joined the stream. New puppers is too cute. Oh, well, thank you for that. And you know what? You just joined the stream, so now you go on the screen. How about that? Let's see. Okay, this is your would you rather. Would you rather watch the violin trio? I love the violin trio, but I also love the live band because I've seen some great live bands. So think of all of the cruises you've been on. What have you preferred more? The violin trio? Have they been consistently the best, or has the live band been consistently the best? What is your choice? Live band or violin trio? What are you going with? We got Shane says live band, Will's live band, Mike live band, good bingo violin trio. So we're 3-1, 4-1 maybe live band. Oh, look at the bands are dominating here. I thought this would be more even. I genuinely did. I love the violin trio. The soul of violin is on the Carnival Magic. Cheryl says violins. But I think it's about 2 out of every 3. Yoli says trio, violin trio. And yeah, Jen says, I love Celestial Strings. And yeah, that is still probably my favorite performance on Carnival. I watch it almost every ship that has Celestial Strings. I think I've missed it one time, but I've probably seen Celestial Strings. Tex says that is a hard choice with 3 exclamation points. Depends on what the band is playing, but do love the violin trio. They always make me stop in my tracks. That is an excellent answer. You know what? It started to even out. We got a lot more violins toward the end, but I think the live band is going to win. My sister says violin trio. Live bands, yeah. Tammy, true that. Coach, yep, live band. I think the live band wins that one, but it got a lot closer. It started out heavy live bands, but then a lot of the violin trio people piped in that So I'm telling you, if any of you go on the Carnival Magic, the soul of the violin, they are 3 of the youngest violin trio I've seen. It's 2 males and 1 female, and they are just the cutest. I mean, and they're so friendly. I went up to them and they saw me filming, and a couple of them turned around and they were smiling and everything, and I almost felt awkward because I was filming them, doing their violin, but it's almost like they saw me and said, hey, we see that you're filming. We want to make this look good. We're going to turn around and, we're going to face the camera and everything because, I was behind them. And yeah, if you go see some of those Carnival Magic vlogs that I put out, you might see a few clips of the violin trio. But I talked with them for like 15 minutes. Now, let me tell you something about the violin trio. I found this very interesting, and I always forget to ask this question, but I asked it of this violin trio, and I'm so glad I did. So my question, and for those of you that like the violin trio, you may have wondered this question yourself. I don't know anything about classical music. In fact, the only time that I listen to like violin or something like that is when I go on a cruise. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like the violin trio so much, is because it takes me out of my box, so to speak. It exposes me to something different that I'm not normally hearing. So I enjoy that. I enjoy, even though they're playing cover songs and things like that, not all the time are they, but it's still with the violin. So I asked them, what is the difference? Because I said, you all are so good. What is the difference between you and the best violinist in the world? What's the difference? Because to an untrained ear, we can't tell. And basically, to sum it up in a simple way, they basically said, we could tell, like they could tell, but to the common person, like a common cruiser or whatever, it would be difficult for us to tell the difference between, we're talking about people that sell out, orchestra halls and things like that when they play the violin compared to what they do. because they're, I mean, they're just so talented, these violin trios, that you just think like, I mean, it seems like they don't make any mistakes at all, most of them. And you're just like, wow, this just sounds so good. And I've always wondered, like, what separates this? Is such a fine line between what separates them from the best in the world. It's just very fine. And I just find it very interesting. So, I mean, I know I rambled on about that, but Sean says live band, but I will say the trio at the lobby bar on the formal night's a great experience. I agree. We bought their CD. Is that still a thing? Well, CD for the band or CD for the trio, but that's cool. Jason says, I like Tex's answer. I liked it a lot too. Rick says, especially cellos. Jen Ortega's Painted Black is awesome on cello. That's cool. I like that. Jen, I'm with you, coach. I did normally hear it, and it's beautiful. Tammy, that they really are so good. Yes. Okay. I have one more for you, and I think this one, and I'm not going to try to change your mind on this one if you choose the one I think that you're going to choose. But that is, would you rather go to the Alchemy Bar, the Red Frog Bar, or Guy's Bar? We're talking Carnival Ship now. Guy's Bar, Guy's Pig and Anchor Bar. Now, there's several Carnival ships that don't have Guy's Pig and Anchor Bar. There's only a few of them, actually. All of the XL class ships, the Carnival Horizon, the Carnival Panorama has Guy's. I think there's a couple other ones out there that have Guy's, but it's a really, really good bar too, especially if you're a bourbon drinker. And I know everybody's going to pick Alchemy. Let's see if we get any. Oh, wait, we got one. We got Red Frog from Rick and Seg. We got a Red Frog. And look at that, Carnival Cruise Addicts, Red Frog all the way. It's not even like a debate over Alchemy. Okay. Jen says Guys is great on the Panorama, so we got some Guys love there. That's cool. Tammy's a Red Frog. Okay, so there's more Red Frog. Will G says Pig and Anchor Brew Pub. Okay, so you know what? I mean, I knew Alchemy was going to win that one, but I am a little happy to see, Red Frog and Guys and those places getting some love. That's cool. Kevin Tex says, I'll do Guys first for whiskey, then Alchemy. Eric, North Shore Traveler, says Alchemy. I know if Mike's still on here, he's going to say Alchemy. He might have stepped away. Ollie D, Red Frog Alchemy is a fun couple times, but it's a process. Okay. Joseph says Alchemy. And Jason says all of them. Hey, Jason just does a pub crawl every day. I'm known for the pub crawls that I host and everything. Jason, that's just his normal thing. He just does that every day of the cruise. He just goes around to each bar and, goes from, it might be a 1 or 2 person pub crawl, but he just goes around, and that's cool. No problems with that. Chris says Guys on the Celebration for sure. Latitudes was awesome as well. Yeah, I had a great time on Latitudes, Chris. I'm with you there. Tomorrow is a lot of fun. We have, oh my God, Anna Paula tomorrow. They're 2 of my favorites. Tomorrow was just a riot. She's one of those bartenders. You have those bartenders where they like act like they hate you, but they're just joking around, So Tamara, she did that in a brilliant way. If you go back and look at my celebration vlog, she's like, oh my God, and she would just, and then, but then there's some other moments where you can tell, like, she's just teasing or whatever. And I get a kick out of that. I really enjoy that. So that's all cool. Shipmate account. You know what? I did sign up for one of those apps, Carnival Cruise Addicts, but it's just, I don't know. I hate getting all these emails and reminders and everything. I mean, the extra time I get from emails and messages and things like that, I want that to go to people that follow like Coach Cruise on Facebook or message me or whatever. I spend a lot of my extra time. So all this extra stuff where they send me stuff, I kind of, I'm kind of honestly trying to stay away from it. So, yes, Mike. And Mike is here. There he is. Because I knew Mike was going to pick the Alchemy Bar. Waiting to try Guys Pig and Anchor on the Jubilee. And you will have a fabulous time, Joseph Gibson. And look at that. We are already up to our hour. We still got 40 people online. If you are one of the 40 people that have not already hit that like button, if you could do that as we close out the show, I am going to take a little drink of my Coke and birthday. We are already up to 30 for next week's show, and possibly more if anybody does a last minute super chat. But Rick Wade was 1 through 5, Carnival Cruise Addict 6 through 20, Joanne P 21 through 30. So we are already well on our way for the next shirt giveaway next week. If anybody has any last minute questions on anything, fire away. I'm going to take a drink while I watch the comments. And if anybody has a last minute question, I will answer that. And if not, I will bid adieu to all of you. And thank you all so much for joining. And hit that like button if you have not already. And you know what? Let's give you one more shot of Zoe. Zoe, come here. Come here. Come on. All right. So we'll get Zoe up here one more time for everybody. I don't see any questions or anything. So thank you all so much. And let me see if she'll let me pick her up. Oh, yeah. There she is. There's Zoe girl. All right. So look at the camera, Zoe. There she is. She's a little lover. She's a good girl. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. And I had a fun time tonight. I hope you did as well. Take care.